been talking over the past few months as all of these bus loads from the southern states, from Florida, from Texas, from Arizona have been flooding sanctuary cities on the West Coast, Chicago, you name it. Anybody that identifies themselves as a sanctuary city. Been talking about what happens to the labor pool where you've got all these illegal immigrants that are all of a sudden authorized to work. How does that impact the local economy? Well, today we've got an investigation into the SoCal hotels allegedly using migrant workers to replace striking employees. No way. I don't believe that for 1 second. Is that the reality that we're living with? Let's get into it. Here we go. I'm shocked. I'm shocked this is happening. Oh my gosh. Illegals? They could give an F if there's a strike line, right? Don't care. Not part of the union. What's it going to take? Hey, I've got this opportunity. I trudged through the mountains of Colombia to get here. Give me a job. I'll do it. I'll work twice as hard as any other person here in New York, here in SoCal, here in Chicago. I'll outwork everybody. And you know what? They're gonna. And you know what? Certain demographics within the United States will just recede further back into their nothingness, into their devolvement of humanity, right? Because if you're not willing to work hard, you know where you get with that. So the Los Angeles County District Attorney Office has launched an investigation into the working conditions at several hotels where workers are on strike. Who's cleaning the beds? What's going on? Who is crossing the line? The investigation was sparked by claims that migrant workers are being underpaid off the book. Cash? No way. I don't believe that for a second. United States wasn't built on an immigrant policy of paying cash. That's never been, they don't have papers. It's okay. Pay them cash. It'll be fine. That way there isn't this paper. Are we supposed to say that? We're supposed to indicate, maybe that's just off the record, right? I mean, of course this is happening. Why wouldn't this happen? Investigation was sparked by claims that migrant workers are being underpaid off the books and that children may also be part of the workforce being used to replace those striking workers. Oh my gosh. You mean that 13-year-old boy who looks like a 22-year-old man? He's working hard? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is awful. Doesn't that kid know that he should be at home playing with his Legos? Now these kids come into the U.S. and they get put to work. But, half of the goods that we buy are made in sweatshops anyway. So what literally is the difference? Now it's virtue signaling. Can't have children working for cash under the table, working more hours than they're supposed to. District Attorney George Gascon, this is going to be good, on Monday made an appearance outside Le Meridien Delfina in Santa Monica to announce the investigation into the hotel and several others. I'm sure he made a grand announcement, and I'm sure it was covered by all the media. Today, we've got a very serious issue on our hands. We've got migrant workers crossing the picket line. They're working for cash. They don't have their work visas yet. We're going to get to the bottom of this because that's the worst problem you've got in SoCal at the moment. Yeah. We want to make sure that those who are vulnerable are being provided the support that the laws of this country provide. All they want to do is work, and they're willing to work, and they will. They're going to take whatever job you put in front of them and say, yeah, I will outwork Whitey out over here all day long. I'll outwork anybody. And they will. Gascon spoke alongside striking workers from Unite Here Local 11, who have been holding intermittent strikes at LA area hotels for months. Employers have sunk to a new low, bringing in workers who are refugees to this country to attempt to break our strike. But we aren't going to let that happen, said the union's Juan Munez Guevara. All right, Juan. Yeah, we'll just have to see how this goes. The union presented Sebastian, a Venezuelan, who says he was hired to work at Le Meridien, but was forced to work without breaks, unable to eat for hours, and doing the work of up to 4 people. He also says he was given a check without a pay stub, unaware of how much work he was being paid for. Well, yeah, that's the spin, right? That's the spin. He's going to figure it out real quick. All right, how much cerveza can I get for this? All right, not that much. I got screwed. Here's how that goes next time. It's part of the learning curve, right? Just is. Just is. It's outrageous that Santa Monica hotels may have resorted to exploiting the desperation of recent immigrants. They just want to work, and they will work. That's how this goes, said State Senator Maria Elena Durazo. What did you think was going to happen when all these people came in? Do you think they're just going to politely sit around on the street corner and go, yep, don't have a permit, no permit, what can I do? Nope. No, they go out and hustle, right? They go out and hustle. I say to these hotels, you will not succeed in pitting community against community. We will stand with each other regardless of your status. Nah, I say the hotel owners, they're going to pay whomever. And so with this massive influx of illegal immigrants, they're just going to go to work and stuff like this. This is the fallout from you being a widely known sanctuary city. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Nope, but it's here. It's right here, right? Eyewitness News reached out to the hotel, but has not received a response. That is not shocking. Gascon said his office will be working with the state labor department to investigate potential wage theft, shady bookkeeping, and violations of child labor laws. Like, that is really what you've got going on in SoCal that is worthy of any kind of resources. What a load of crap. That's absolute ridiculousness. But, that's what you're doing in California. Yeah. San Francisco, I just got through podcasting about San Francisco. They're polishing the turd for the Asia Pacific Economic Conference, whatever it is. It's a big one. Maybe you're going to have the president of China coming over. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of big, massive conferences. So they're polishing up the turd in San Fran. And big emphasis right now is getting rid of illegal bacon-wrapped hot dog vendors. We can't have that. We can't have that. That is so un-American. Got to get rid of those vendors. Got to get rid of those vendors. I mean, these hotel workers that are breaking the strike line, crossing the line, crossing the picket. This is un-American. Isn't this just what every generation of immigrants has done? Hey, I'll take whatever job you got for me. Could give an F less. You let me work, I'll make some money. I'll save some money. I'll invest. Rinse, repeat. Huh. Interesting. And how they miraculously get ahead of all these other communities. They're like, no, working's not for me. No. Got the food stamps, get enough money, buy my drugs. I'm fine. Yeah. So we're watching this unfold right in front of our eyes, right? Who would have seen illegal immigrants coming into a sanctuary city, displacing union workers? Who would have seen that coming from a mile away? Certainly not me. I mean, I haven't been talking about it here on News for Reasonable People, have I? Sean, I think you have. Oh, hey now. Yeah. I mean, this is just so par for the course, right? Par for the course. What's going to happen to the strike? I don't know. Are these hotels going to get in trouble? Yeah, probably. George Gascon is just going to go, we got to deal with this issue. Never mind the other million issues we've got, literally got flooding the streets of LA and Southern California. Illegal people making beds and cleaning hotel rooms. That's what it's come down to. I have been reading stories about how it's no longer a given that your hotel room is made up every single day. And that's because you don't have enough people willing to work that job. That is a tough job. Go in and strip sheets, clean up, do the laundry, put new towels on. I don't have to have my hotel. I'm going to be down in Oklahoma City. I know you're like, Sean, that is an amazing vacation in Thanksgiving, flying out on Thanksgiving morning, because it was just way cheaper and my parents could give a crap when I get there as long as I get there. So it was way cheaper. It was like less than half, considerably less than half than if I booked a few days before. So I'm going to fly down there and I'll be there for a handful of days. But, last couple of Thanksgivings, that's what I've done. And you don't get your room cleaned anymore. You have to make a request at the front desk. That's Marriott chain. And it's a nice chain. It's, what's the name of it? It starts with an A. A loft. It's a loft. Like you've got a loft. Yeah, it's an American hotel chain by Marriott that is based on European style in the flat plains of Oklahoma City. Yeah, off of, major arterial freeway. There's a freeway right there. All right, here's where I'm staying. And it looks like it's Europe. Okay. But no, there's not enough hotel workers to make up the beds and do all that stuff. You simply don't have enough folks that are willing to do that job because it's a hard job. So, Southern California, gotta hold the line of the unions, gotta hold the line. That's what they're doing. They're going after illegal migrant workers, some of them children. Oh, my word. A lot of people look at Americans and look at us as a society and go, what is wrong with you people? It used to be all those immigrants that landed in New York City that way. Sorry. I was pointing over at Seattle because I always point at Seattle. How many generations of us came in through New York City and just spread out throughout the United States? Yeah. And worked hard to get where we were. Well, now you've literally got millions of them. So many of them are coming out of Venezuela. You know who's not coming across the border? Mexicans. It's a negative migration issue. We've got more Americans moving into Mexico and few of them coming here than we've had before. You've got literally the numbers of Mexicans coming across the border and setting up shop here in the United States. That is being reduced and it's being offset. So the number of Mexicans coming in is being offset by a whole bunch of people moving to Mexico City. Who knew? Right? Hey, cost of living's cheap there. I mean, yeah, if you can get over the criminal, impact of it, it's mostly criminal free-ish. A lot of people are moving there. I've had friends that have moved down there. Yep, we're happy in Mexico. Just going to live there, live our lives. That's not really where I want to retire. But, it's just Mexico's not my thing either. Any other country outside of the U.S., pretty much not my thing, right? I like to go and visit other places, but at the end of the day, yeah, let's go home. Let's go home to my hotel in SoCal with my bed that's not made, my laundry that hasn't been addressed in days and days. If you can't make it through a 1-week stay at a hotel and not work out your own form of room service, you're a slob. That's what it comes down to, right? If you can't figure it out, a lot of people go into a hotel room and just destroy it because they think, it's not my place. Let's just turn this thing upside down and we'll just leave it an utter wreck. Not how I go. It's not how I roll. Make my own bed. Yeah. I put the towels into the shower, right? Just drop them on the floor and pick them up in one spot. That's what you do. But, there's such a shortage of workers. This is what you got going on. These people are taking advantage. These people from Venezuela, they're taking advantage. Yeah, they're just willing to work hard and they're gonna, and this is how it's going to be. And this whole ridiculous, we're going to put an investigation together. Good luck with that there, Jorge. All right. That's it for me on this one. Thanks so much for being here. I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye for now.